Hi, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 16th to the 31st, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm and therefore seen by more people. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, private personalized meditation, or healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh. Fantastic. Okay, so we are crowned here with the Six of Cups reverse. So just be mindful about this energy during this time because it means that our past is coming into play. And we can be really thinking about our childhood. We can really be thinking about things that didn't go right. Oh, I wish I could have changed this. Oh, I wish I could have changed that. You know, the shouldas, the couldas, the wouldas, they really do become overwhelming during this time. So just kind of nip that in the bud if you can. You're like, oh, I'm going down the shoulda, coulda, woulda train, and I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to head in that direction. Or, you know, the past was the past. I am embracing my present. That is also going to be super important. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So here are lies, and this is going to be lies that stem from childhood, lies that we've kind of grown up with. Here we have a serpent. Now, let me grab these cards. Of course, I cut all my nails. So here we have the serpent made of flowers. These are such pretty cards. They're linked in the description box below, as is my website. So here you have the serpent stealing the eggs. And there's something that's beautiful in the lies that have been told to us. And it's either just that they're comforting, you know, this is what I heard my whole entire life. There's something beautiful in the lies. So just be mindful about that. It moves us then to the world. Okay. We're calling out lies. We're calling out deceptions. We're calling out things that don't, have the vibrational energy to really move us forward the way that we need to, the way that we want to. And here we're going to see the world open up for us. We're going to see ourselves looking at things and saying, I can step into the world. I can step into my power and myself. And what about this? And what about that? And what are people thinking here? And what are they doing there? And that's going to be a very kind of funding. It is going to be a funding. It doesn't mean that you have to leave your house. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You don't think Spirit is saying, oh, this is a time, the last half of May, you have to jet set, you have to do this, you have to do that. That might not be feasible at all. But you're broadening your horizons. You're learning certain things. You're expanding yourself. You're opening you to the vibrational energy of the world around you. And that is a big deal. It moves us then to the death card. I know we see the death card, spooky ooky, right? Type of thing. Don't get scared by it. The death card is Scorpio energy. So we have very good, a repertoire, very good, vibrational energy with Scorpio during this time. Time frame is October 23rd to November 21st. This is the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new, the great levelizer too, or I don't know if I just made up a word, but there's the sense of the great equalizer. That's it. The great equalizer during this time is kind of seeing, oh, like everybody's like this, everybody's like that type of thing. And it's really seeing the basic truths of things. You have to breathe. You have to breathe. Your heart has to beat. You have to do these certain things. Our bodies are our bodies. And so it is looking at the death card and it's seeing our transformation. It's seeing also the transformations that we make within life. And we're going to see that with things that had held us back, lies that we had told ourselves, coping mechanisms that we thought, oh, this was great. It was great when we were like, 5 or 10 or 15. It's not working anymore. And that's perfectly fine. Or it's not for us anymore. It brings us then to the King of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Be very mindful of this because the King of Wands is reverse. Wands, fire energy, right, tend to have a bit of a temper to them. When they're reversed, we can have a bit of a temper to us, especially around the embracing of our sacred masculine energy. This could be the masculine energy within ourselves, and we can say, oh, well, I'm going to combat that by being super, docile within my own life. I don't want my temper to come out at all because I'm afraid of it. Or it can be, my temper just shines out. It just comes out every now and then, or a lot more than it should. So just be mindful about that during this time, especially if you had, a person in your life growing up that really embodied having a temper. That is going to be something here that we can find that we're triggered by, right? We're either triggered by acting like that person or having that energy put on us in one way or another. It doesn't have to be by that person at all. That person can be way out of our lives. But if we see somebody acting like that, or we have that energy around it, we might just be really sensitive to men yelling. That's perfectly logical, in certain situations. And, in life, we can just be really sensitive to that. And instead of saying, oh my gosh, I'm wrong, saying, no, that's a trigger for me. I have to say it, I have to address it, I have to see it. And that is going to be important. And it moves us then to the Knight of Cups reverse. And I think this is so interesting. Oh, this is beautiful, with the harp being or whatever instrument that is. Is that focus? Okay. Being the heart. I would think it's the harp being the heart, and in the beautiful lotus flower. And there's just the sense here of playing the music of your heart and letting your heart lead you forward. When the knights are reversed, and that also coupled with the King of Wands being reversed, we are going to be a little bit reactionary, or a lot of bit reactionary during this time. So be mindful about it, be totally aware of it, that like, okay, I want to move forward. Any action is going to be better than no action at all. And yeah, sure, that could be the case at times, but it's not going to be the only way of things. So just being mindful about this here with the Knight of Cups. We are going to be very reactionary. Think of knights. I always think of knights reversed as kind of teenage guys, right? Not always making the best decisions, and action, 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 or just teenagers in general. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be very important for us. And here with the Knight of Cups, it's like I need to hold what I love true to my heart and move forward with that. I mean, we are going to find ourselves saying, but what do I love? What do I want? What is important to me? It sounds so easy. And it also sounds so cliche to say, take the ego out of it. But step back and don't look at what you think should be. Look at who you are and say, how do I move forward gently and with love? Because that's going to be a very powerful thing during this time. And that's just going to be a very powerful thing for our whole entire lives, Pisces. There's a duality to us. We're the two fish, right? And so if we embrace ourselves, we embrace the duality of us, we embrace the complexity of us, and we move forward in harmony with the waters of life, with spirit, with connection. And that is a very important thing for Pisces, but it's also a very hard thing for Pisces. We're ruled by Neptune, we're ruled by the ruler of the unseen world. So our world lies within dreams. It lies within the fantasy of it all. It lies within, what others cannot see. And sometimes that makes it very hard for us to be able to see as well, because we want things to be concrete. Especially, look at your moon sign, look at your rising sign, look at your astrological chart. You can go to, I think it's astrology. Is it Astrology Cafe or Cafe Astrology? I don't know. But you can get a free chart there and then see, okay, this is like the way the stars aligned when I was born. You could say this is me, but we're very nuanced. So take everything with a grain of salt, but take everything in as knowledge, and a bit of wisdom here and a bit of wisdom there. It moves us then to our spirit energy. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a flower in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. It's always Sunday, so hit the bell notification so you can be notified when that announcement is made. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have wisdom. We are a heck of a lot wiser than we think we are, but also listening to the wisdom of the world around us, the wisdom of elders, the wisdom of people who have been through the fire. The wisdom is going to be a very important thing, and it's going to be a very powerful thing. And we're going to see, again, that we have more knowledge than we thought we did. Now, let's see here with chakra energy, angels, and spirit guides, show me clearly. So we have here the third chakra and the heart chakra reversed. So there's a blockage in the third chakra and there's a blockage in the heart chakra. So being aware of this is going to be important, because we can find it difficult with simple communication. And I say simple communication because we can find things that we're like, that should be so simple. I should just say it so clearly. And it should just be, we're going to be harsh on ourselves. It should just be a certain way, especially if you were shy growing up, especially I just seeing somebody having a stutter, and kind of like that stutter or that speech impediment coming forward during this time because you're really, really stressed, probably comes out when you're stressed. So here, being kinder to yourself and saying, okay, listen, I need to focus on my third chakra. Humming is fantastic for healing the third chakra. Humming, singing, chanting, and just letting yourself be and not being so strict with yourself, not being so conscious of it, because it's going to be in the forefront of your mind. And once it's in the forefront of your mind, it's like it's something I keep on tripping over and over. So just being aware of that is going to be important. We have the heart chakra here, and the heart chakra is with love. We can have a blockage with love. We can have a bad relationship. We could have seen a bad relationship and been like, oh man, I don't want that type of the deal. We could have had a heartbreak, a breakup. And it's like, well, I'm going to guard my heart. Okay, that's fair. But don't build walls around your heart. Don't say, I'm not going to feel. Because one of the most powerful things you can do in this world is feel it. This world is intense. It is overwhelming. There's many reasons why people close off their hearts, and we see it all the time, every single day. But to say, I'm embracing my heart, I'm embracing what I love, I'm living in feeling, I'm living in me, that is astoundingly powerful and astoundingly beautiful and astoundingly life-changing. So just note, working with the heart chakra, working with the throat chakra, the colors blue and green are going to be very good for you. If you just see that energy flowing through you during this time of blue and of green, that can also help break up those blockages. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. So we have the King of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands. It's like, hey, listen to this, pay attention. Our tempers are going to be a bit hot. We're going to be very focused on work, on goals, on passion, on creation. We're going to get very passionate about things during this time as well. So we might not have a hot temper, but my gosh, are we super passionate, super involved, super like it has to be just this way. So do be mindful about this during this time. We are also not seeing, or we're not fully recognizing our own personal magic. And we're saying, well, you have to be like this or you have to be like that. And I'm obviously wrong. And that's not the case at all. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Okay. With the Six of Cups, again, past comes forward. The Six of Cups reverse is the past comes forward. And you're just going to be like, well, I made that mistake when I was 8, and I made it again when I was 18, and I made it again when I was 28. And, we can keep on going by 8s here. I'm just, type of thing. But it is going to be a sense of look at your past and look at the things that were beautiful. Some people have an easier time with this than others, right? Look at the things that were beautiful. Pick those things forward and say, that's what I'm bringing forward in my life. That's what I want to carry on and is the legacy of me growing into the person that I am. And as I pull that forward, I leave the rest that is done. It's out of my control. I leave that behind. And again, depending on us, it's going to be easier or it's going to be harder. It's going to be, it's going to be complicated. Just know that it's going to be complicated. So if we do the inner child meditation, when you as the adult you are now, visualize yourself with your arms held open and the child that you were running into those arms and telling that kid, I love you. I will always love you. I will always protect you. I will always believe in you. I will always listen to you. Because it is surprising how much time we spent as adults running away from our past or trying to fix it, subconsciously or consciously. The Seven of Swords, you have snakes in the grass. During this time, you have snakes in the grass that are very beautiful, that are very enticing, but they will steal away what is most important to you. So be mindful about this. The snakes in the grass can be people, it can be situations, but it's somebody who lies just so easily. It can be the way that we're looking at things, interpreting things. So just be mindful about this during this time with the Seven of Swords. With the world is opening up to you. You are opening up to the world. There's going to be a sense of like adventure around you during this time. What about this? What about that? You're coming out of your shell. The Death card is one of the most positive cards in the whole entire tarot. It is transformation. It is rebirth. It is stepping into yourself in a way that you didn't think you could. And just be mindful. Be mindful of looking at what you're passionate about and saying, okay, where's my passion? Because your passion has been all over the place, or it has been like, this should be my passion, or this should be it, or that should be it. And now it's like, well, I need to step into what I'm really passionate about, what I really love, what's really beautiful for me. And I need to champion that. A knight champions things. A knight goes after things. During this time, we can be very fixated and it has to go exactly right, or else we'll have a temper tantrum like a toddler. And, I think we always have temper tantrums. It's just when we're toddlers, we don't know not to let them kind of show as much. So here with the Knight of Cups, it is saying, what is the music of your heart? What is it that you love and revere? And the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the heart is, the cup, the chalice is the, what is it called? Oh my gosh, it's the Holy Grail. Oh my gosh, that word just flew out. The name just flew out of my head. It's the Holy Grail. It was said to have caught the blood of Christ when he was being crucified. Now, whether you believe in this or not, it doesn't matter. It means that it is holy of holies that we are holding forward in our lives. What is holy to us? What is sacred to us? What do we love? What have we sacrificed for? Where do we want to be? How do we move forward in us? And that is going to be a very big deal during this time. It moves us to our subconscious message. Here it is magical. Bring the magical back. You're too stuck in the practical, which sounds silly to say. Our world is very, very practical, but your water sign energy, air sign energy needs to have a bit more of the magical into them. You know, earth sign energy, fire sign energy can fall into the rut of not having the magical in them. So taking that magical back, saying, but this is a part of who I sacredly am, and seeing the magical in the day to day. People might not understand. It's cool. It doesn't have to be for everybody. This world is made up of all different types. And embrace you, embrace what you love, leave the rest. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if people don't get it. That's great. It's not their life, it's yours. It moves you then to your chakra message. And here we have determination reversed. We have been so determined. We have been so driven. We have been so focused. Here, this is the solar plexus chakra, our gut, right? We've followed our gut. We have gone after things and said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it so well. I'm winning. I'm achieving. I'm succeeding. That's it. And we've been disappointed. The road has been hard. Yeah, we're salmon swimming upstream. It's never going to be easy. And our determination is like, I'm tired. I'm tired of being so determined and not having it work out the way that I want it. What if we step back and say, okay, what does the universe want from me? Which isn't saying that we're giving up on our dreams, but it's also really stating to ourselves the vocabulary that I've had to really state my dreams and what I want was small and finite. Okay, depending on where we were raised, depending on the media we consumed, that's how our dreams were formed. And we can still have the heart of that dream coming forward and saying, this is what I want to do. This is the heart of that dream. But I'm finding new vocabulary to express it. And I'm finding new ways within myself to express it. Sometimes we know from the age of 3, this is what I want, and we go after it. And, for those who that's the path, sometimes you don't get there till you're 50, right? 60, 70, 80. And you're like, well, wait, why did it take so long? Why did I have this dream? Just to have it pushed out, push out, push out. So be kind to yourself too. Even if no, Dean, this is what I want. No, Spirit, this is what I want. Know that it can come in a very different package than what you had imagined. Because again, what we see isn't necessarily the path that Spirit had for our souls or the path that we set up in our Akashic records. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of during this time. It's the 6 of Swords. We want things to move too fast. The Knight of Cups reverse. The King of Wands reverse. The Queen of Wands. We want things to happen too fast. You can also have, just be mindful about this during this time, a very hot and heavy, passionate relationship that burns up super fast and leaves you super drained. So do be mindful about that too. It moves us then to, the Knight of Wands reverse. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And this is, again, hot and heavy, passion, fire, and we're thinking, oh my gosh, this is exactly how it is in movies. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, it makes for an interesting movie. It makes for an interesting, read. But life needs a gentler side to things. It needs a slower, less combustible aspect to it. So being aware of that is also going to be super important. Okay. And again, just being mindful of fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you're born on the cusp with Aries, if you have fire sign energy in your chart, that's going to come through a lot during this time. That kind of coupled with your own impatience can really make things volatile. So don't act instantaneously, even though that's what you're going to want to do, Pisces. Okay. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.